Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my roast potato recipe. I'm going to show you how to make the fluffiest, crispiest, most amazing roast potatoes you have ever had. This recipe is super easy. All you need is your potatoes and some seasoning. I'm also going to be showing you how to make a rosemary salt, which is a little bit extra, but it tastes amazing and it's also really easy. So yep, let's go. First you want to obviously peel your potatoes. I sometimes do this recipe with the skin on, but for this one I'm going to take all the skin off to show you. Once you have peeled your potatoes, you want to then chop them up into nice chunks. You don't want to do them too small because you want to make sure they're really fluffy inside, and you don't want to do them too big because ain't no one can fit that in their mouth. So chop them all up exactly the same size. Not exactly the same size. I'm not expecting you to be out here with a ruler, guys, but roughly the same size, just because if you do them smaller, they will take quicker to cook and then they might burn, while the ones that are a bit bigger still won't be cooked and you'll just get in a kerfuffle. So try and roughly get them about the same size. You then want to fill a pan with cold water. Make sure it's cold, guys, because if you do it on hot boiling water, the outside of the potato will cook and it will start to like disintegrate, and then the middle will still be really hard. It just won't cook properly. So make sure it's a cold pan, cold water, and then slowly bring this to the boil. I've added a bit of salt, like the tiniest sprinkle. You don't need to do this because obviously we add rosemary salt at the end. But what you're going to need to do is bring this up slowly to the boil. And once it starts to boil, you just need to put it back onto a low heat and leave this simmering for roughly about 10 minutes until the entire potato is soft. You'll be able to tell because if you stick a knife through it, it should go through the entire potato. And that's how you know that it is ready. Once the potatoes are cooked, you're going to drain all of the water out of the pot. So put your potatoes in like a colander, drain the water, and then put the potatoes back into the pot, stick the lid on, and then you're going to give it a good shaky. You're going to shake the crap out of your potatoes. Now, as you can see, they all look quite broken and they're all fluffy on the outside. All the textured bits on the outside that are broken, that's what's going to make your potatoes crunchy. So the more broken and the fluffier they are on the outside, the crispier they'll be once they are cooked. Once you've done that, get your baking pan and put in either you can use sunflower oil, vegetable oil. I love using goose fat. It's my favourite. I didn't have any, so I'm just going to go ahead with the normal oil that I've got. Put this inside, and then you're going to want to put your tray into a preheated oven, and you want to make sure the oil gets super hot. If you add the potatoes when the oil is not hot, they will just sit there and sort of turn to mush. What you want to do, as soon as it hits the oil, you want the oil to start browning the potatoes to make them nice and golden. So put the tray in the oven for roughly about 10 minutes to make sure it's super hot. If you have a gas cooker like me, you can place the tray on top and just light it underneath, just a little flame, so while you're putting the potatoes in, it stays hot. So you want to add all your potatoes, and then you want to baste the top of your potatoes with the oil that's already in the pan. So just tilt it to the side and pour the oil on top. Be really careful because obviously it's super hot. Make sure your oven is preheated to about 200 degrees. Then you're going to add your potatoes to the oven on the top shelf. You want to leave it in for roughly about 30, 40 to 50 minutes. It all depends on the size of your potatoes. Make sure you check it roughly about every 20 minutes just to turn the potatoes. And then once it gets really golden, you'll know it's done. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and make our rosemary salt. All you need to do for this is make sure you wash your rosemary, let it dry, and then try and dab any excess water off with a tea towel. You're then going to want to get rid of the stick in the middle. So take all the leaves off the rosemary. Once you do that, we're going to go ahead and put it in a food processor. This video is a lie because it didn't actually work when I did it in the food processor. It was far too big. You need something a bit smaller, like a coffee grinder or something specifically for herbs. I ended up putting it in my brother's NutriBullet, which worked absolutely perfectly. Obviously don't tell him that because I'll kick my head in. You take your rosemary, add that into your processor. You then want to get coarse salt. So you don't want any of the thin table salt stuff. You want the big crystals, because as this blitzes with the rosemary, it will then turn itself into the fine salt that you're used to. So make sure it's really, really coarse, big sort of chunks of salt. You can get this from any supermarket. Once that's all whizzed up, put it on a plate and just let it sit for a couple of hours before you actually put it into a pot or anything, because there'll still be a little bit of moisture from where it's blitzed the rosemary up. So I just left mine out on a plate for a couple of hours, and then I put it in a little pot, and now I've got lots of rosemary salt to use. Once your potatoes are done, sprinkle your salt on top. They should look super crispy, they should look brown, golden, and you should want to face palm your plate and eat these straight away. Now you can serve this with steak, with a roast dinner, with fish. You can eat it on its own and dip it into mayonnaise and chili sauce, which yes I do. You can pour gravy on them, you can do anything. Yeah, food is all about what you like and your preferences, so it's completely up to you. You could even grate lots of Parmesan cheese and add this on top with the rosemary salt. It is delicious. I really, really, really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button, because I will be doing a lot more recipes. And guys, I would really love for you to get into the comments and let me know what you want to see next. If there's any recipes that you really want me to show you how to do, then please get in the comment sections and let me know. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.